Experienced race engineer Adam De Borre has worked alongside Chaz Mostert, plotting his rise through the Australian Supercar ranks for almost a decade.
I've been working with Chaz now for 9 years. It's a unique chemistry or bromance or whatever you want to call it. I can read his body language quite well. I understand his personality quite well. Even though we're chalk and cheese different, we somehow seem to click.
A forensic attention to detail has secured 20 race wins and 2 Bathurst 1000 victories, making the Walkinshaw Andretti United duo one of the most successful partnerships on the grid.
To be honest, I couldn't really see me racing the championship with any other engineer. You know, we get each other. We've got such great history together. He gives me 110% to try and win a race, as I do for him. And I think when you get a partnership like that with an engineer and driver, great things can happen.
Chaz and I discuss and go through the event plan and formulate how we're going to attack the upcoming event, practice sessions, qualifying races, what are the curveballs that we need to think about. We start loading them up with onboard video, data, and then after track walk, make sure that we're happy with how we're going to roll out and really not try to overload him that night so that he can have a clear mind for when he starts in the car in practice one.
Practice sessions are an important opportunity to work on the Holden Commodore setup, but the engineer's role is to fine-tune his driver as well.
Tuning the car and running the weekend is only part of the role that I do. So keeping Chaz abreast of the relative information that affects him. He's in the car, he doesn't have all the data. So he'll look at his position on a timesheet when we give him the tablet, so he knows exactly where we are, when we're strong, when we're weak.
Okay buddy, check the flag. Finished up P11 in that one, mate.
If we see we're P18 or P19, but we haven't run decent tyres at this point in time, he might go, oh, well, we need to do a really big change, when actually we only need something small.
In the race, telemetry from the Commodore's sensors allows the engineer to pass on vital strategy updates.
We get a lot of information and data coming back from the car. Some of that is timing information, and then we have our software that interprets that and helps us work out where we're strong, weak, cars are catching, we're pulling away. Some of the key things that I look at is his acceleration rate of his throttle pedal, how smooth or how aggressive he can be.
There's no tyre, man. A tyre is useless.
And if he's too aggressive, I generally tell him to calm it down, to look after the tyres.
Don't worry buddy, back off please, back off. Bring it in please.
Keeping him informed and communicating with him constantly is the main part of the driver management and the driver psychology that we have to deal with.
They say opposites attract, and the pair's relationship over the radio continues when they're back in the garage.
Chaz is a unique individual. He's got a few quirks, from his ridiculous sunglasses to loud socks to silly hair, many different things over the years. It's probably a little bit more touchy-feely than I'd like, but apparently I give him good luck when he gives me a bear hug, so we'll keep up with that for now.
Me and Adam's relationship evolves very quickly, week in, week out, changes each week. So it's kind of like a love-hate relationship. I'd really love to give him a championship because I know how much effort he puts in behind the scenes. So we're still striving for that one.
A decade of experience as Mostert's right-hand man might yet bring us Supercars championship, but for now, victory is the ultimate reward.
When you're leading from lap 1 and you're just managing the situation, it's rewarding to get the win, but it's a different feeling because you're controlling the situation and you've got to make sure that you don't overthink it and make the mistake.
One is over. Quickly.
We've been in both situations where we've come from behind or we've led from the front. Winning's winning, it's always fantastic to do, but you know, you get different feelings depending on the circumstance that you find yourself in.
What a day, great job.